Hi, this is Retha Butler with Ashley Garrett Residential Brokerage. I'm here with your market report for Meridian Ranch. It's just really a high level report. If you look back at last week's report or summary, you could basically we begin to summarize and compare things, and you can see how everything is trending. It's my goal here to just educate, give you some high points to work with. And as you come back here and as you get more familiar with the market, as a homeowner, you're now a little bit more comfortable with what's happening in your market. And as a buyer, if you're considering Meridian Ranch as a place to live, you're now getting abreast of how the trends are and whether this is a good place to call home, which I personally believe it is a great place to call home. So we're talking about Meridian Ranch. That's the market area we're in. Active properties in Meridian Ranch, 25 on with an average list price of about 451,000. We do have a sweet spot here, which is in the like 415s up to 455 is that real sweet spot here where homes that are in that price range are being looked at, and typically you turn over a little faster. The range of active properties, the value is about 355,000 to about $700,000. And average days on market about 24, 25 days. Pending properties, that's those properties that are about to be recorded as sold. We're about 7 with an average price point, list price of about 451. Of course, they're pending, so we don't know the disposition of each one of those properties and where ultimately the final price will be. But the range there is about 385,000 to 530,000. Average days on the market, that tells us how quickly things in general in an average set of situation are turning over at about 25 days. Sold property in the last 7 days, 20 properties have sold in the Meridian Ranch subdivision. Average sales price is about 416. Remember, I told you about that little sweet spot there. And the average price per square foot, $131. We do have a little anomaly here. The range also for those homes that have sold is at 347 to about 515,000. The anomaly I was just talking about is this property that sold for a whopping $260 per square foot. And when I looked at the floor plan and the configuration of it, I'm baffled. But we can always have those anomalies. But that seller did very well. And then under contract, we have about 35 properties under contract. And sometimes contracts will last us, something will be under contract for just 7 or 8 days. If it's a cash purchase, that will drive that. And sometimes with inspections and contingencies and getting parties to agree will extend the time for a property to be under contract in that under contract window. But for the most part, the next step for that under contract house is pending. So right now we have 35 homes that are potentially going to go to pending over these next several days or weeks, and their average price point is about 417,000, and the range is 350 to 620,000 with average days on market 18. Now, of course, we've seen some properties that have been on the market for 200 and some odd days, but we also see some properties that get on the market and they go relatively quick. And so if you are interested in selling your home right now in Meridian Ranch, this is a great time to consider one in-home consultation. That's whereby I, by video, will walk through your home with you and we can start to look at it, and I will start to present to you what the market says your home can sell for. Some high-level market points. Housing is expected to lead the recovery for the United States across the United States. So although we have seen a lot going on, and I just really want to say God bless America. That's a declaration of God bless America. Housing is expected to lead the recovery. Expect the economy to turn around. We've already seen a move towards that. You've heard people talk about that V recovery. That's when that market had just shot down, which we saw in the first 2 months, February, March, and a little bit going into April. But it shot down and now it's coming right back up. This is only thing we're saying is a lot of things can happen in the future, but this is the time to consider, do I want to get into the market? Do I want to buy? And I primarily represent sellers. And am I ready to sell? And so if you're thinking about refinancing, this is a good time to think about it. And if you're thinking about college funds, maybe pulling money out of your home to pay for college or pay for something, something of value. I don't believe in pulling money out of your house just to pay for something, but something of value, something that provides your return on investment, a child's education, paying down some debt, this is a good time to maybe consider that. Get with your lender or myself. Housing market faring better, stronger numbers. They're not going to be the same numbers as they were 2019. We're going to see some of the numbers have dropped, 25%, but 28%. But um, with everything that has happened in the market, this is still saying housing is in a recovery mode, in a stronger mode, and still viable. Okay. Appreciation forecast. We talked about that last week. Yeah. The reason what's driving the appreciation is a lack of supply right now. You have buyers out there, a lack of supply. You have buyers out there with low interest rates that they get to shop with and a lack of supply. Your home is experiencing a lot of appreciation right now because of how, on that other side, just the situation with lack of inventory. You know that real estate is a wealth building long term strategy. So if you are an investor, um, we were talking about that the prices are appreciation, but there's still market areas that you can invest in and have an opportunity to grow your money. Okay. So average number of offers, average, not every property has this, but average across this nation, people are seeing on average 2 to 3 offers per house. So that's the picture. Your house goes on the market. No one says anything. No one checks it out those first 2 days. And then on day 3, all of a sudden, resurrection, everybody is looking at your home and you have 2 to 3 offers on your home, or, 2 offers. So now you're in that multiple offer situation, of course, which is a nice place to be if you can negotiate it properly and really take advantage of it. A lot of people have said, well, we know that job security is a question. So buyers, if they go under contract, will they be able to close? Are they going to have the jobs to close? We're finding out that delayed settlements, that means settlements that ultimately get done, but the ones that are delayed and keep getting pushed out, 6% are due to buyers' loss of job. And then terminated contracts, for all kinds of myriad reasons, 28% of the contracts have been terminated. And that could be job loss. We cannot get agreement on inspection or any of the contingencies. There's a lot of factors that cause that to play out that way. For El Paso County, big picture. So you're in Meridian, but across this county, the listings are down 10.9%. Hey, just think about what we're dealing with. The solds are down 29%. That's fine. Median sales price up 352,000. It's up 7% for the month of May. 7%. And the average sales price is at $397,000. So if your house is in those price points, you're in a good position to attract buyers. Days on market, we're looking at about, in May, it was about 18 days across El Paso County. And we're of course going to get the June numbers in soon, but right now we're about 18 days, and we have about 1 month supply of inventory in our El Paso County area. Homes remain very affordable. I looked at Denver numbers. We are still affordable, and as they finish out this gap project and as commuting becomes a no-brainer for people, we're going to see a lot more people try to come and take advantage of this great market that we live in. What does it all mean to you? Bottom line, strong market. If you are a seller, do not delay. Great time to put your home on the market. Great time to get some fantastic marketing by Ashley Garrett Residential. Call me, Retha Butler, 719-200-6940, 719-200-6940, and I will get you right out there quickly. And the fundamentals still apply: location, condition, and pricing. Okay, so it's been a joy to share this information as I develop. I would love to share it out with you. If you have any questions about real estate, anything you're considering about real estate, run it by me. We can just have a general conversation. There's no pressure sales here, because I feel it's very important for you to know where you're living, know the value of where you're living. And I have a great product. So if you give me a call, I basically would love to sign you up for this product. It's free, it's complimentary, and it is a wealth building tool that I would love to give to you. Okay. 719-200-6940. Have a